Vtuber Fusion time, where I go on my For You page and let the TikTok gods present me my muses. Today's subjects are Toastify VT and Going VT. At least I think that's how you pronounce it. I suck at pronouncing names if I'm being completely honest with literally everyone. So, I get started like I normally do with the head shape and the ears. And also, funny thing, when I was on TikTok and those two were presented to me, I immediately grinned because they're like I really like the combination of pink and blue, specifically their shades of pink and blue, because whenever I look at it, I automatically, for some reason, think of a candy wonderland. I think of cotton candy, I think of bubblegum. And I was like, yep, whenever I look at these two, now I'm just gonna think of candy. And then by the time I finished the fusion, I was like, yep, I only think of bubblegum and cotton candy. I don't know why, but I also just genuinely, pink and blue together just looks so nice to me. I don't know why. Maybe it's because like it's just like so friendly looking together. I don't know. But anyways, I was like, yep, that's exciting. And also when I did like some research on the two, checking out their Twitters, their TikToks. Obviously, I'm checking out the TikToks, but their Twitters, their YouTubes. I I laughed because one's a whale and the other one is a unicorn, and I was like, huh, a unicorn and a whale. Isn't that just a narwhal? Their fusion is literally just a narwhal, and I was like, wow, that's kind of cute. That's adorable. So that made me really excited when I got to like, not only did it have like the two colors that I think genuinely looked nice together, but their fusion legit just makes sense because it makes a narwhal, and it makes me laugh. So I was like, yep, this is going to be so much fun. Also, I'm not going to lie, drawing the mouth was a pain in the butt. I don't know why. Like, sometimes I can succeed with drawing a mouth, and then other times I fail miserably. So that's what I'm doing right now. But anyways, back to what I was saying before. A narwhal? Like, what? What? That's kind of funny. I genuinely really liked that. Like, I don't know what the heck the TikTok gods were like thinking, but they were like, wow, if this person does fusions, let's give them something that's kind of funny. Bubblegum narwhal. And I'm like, yep, I like this. It was funny though. Genuinely liked it. So, at some point I got the mouth down, yeah. Also, when I was doing the speed paint, at some point I had to stop because it was like, I don't know, it was like 11 or 12, and I was like really late and I had to like go to work tomorrow. So I had to like stop. I didn't pause. I think I paused after I finished drawing the hair. So, yeah, but after I finished like drawing that part, I fixed like what the position of the mouth and the nose, because like right now they look a little sinister, a little evil if you ask me. So I went back and fixed it. But right now I'm doing the bangs. Also going, I like your hair, I really do, but drawing it was a pain for some reason. Same goes to you, Toastify. Like, I don't know why, but when it comes to like split bangs, I always fail. Like, all the time. And drawing like that little red piece also, I couldn't get the right shade. But I always struggle with art, but whatever, it's fine. At the end, I was like, yep, this is a result I am somewhat satisfied with. And like, hey, both of their designs, genuinely, if I'm being like genuinely honest, are really cool. Like, I don't know why, but when I saw their designs, like, I kind of just stared at them both, and I was like, what the heck? I like this. So I was kind of like, yep. But honestly, every time I see any VTuber out there, every time I see their designs, I'm always like, yep, that design is pretty pog. But like these two specifically, I was like, yep, their fusion is going to be quite the something that I'm going to be satisfied with, because not only is bubblegum narwhal, but like just genuinely they both look cool. Like, I like the horns, I like the whole like freaking whale aesthetic. I'm like, yep, this is going to be so much fun. I keep on spinning in my chair. If you hear in like any like if you hear that, it's because of the chair. But whatever. The hair. I struggled way too much than I should. But I got it down, kind of. It wasn't the best, but I mean, better than nothing. And it's weird. I'm usually, in the past, I used to be good at doing like hair that sticks up in the sides like that. Because like I had a character that was like a demon. But that was like my old art style, and now that my art style has changed quite a bit, doing it now was a challenge, and I don't know why. Also, figuring out the right pink color was, I don't know why my brain couldn't process what pink to use. Because, like, sometimes I made it too dark, sometimes I made it too light, and then I was like, ugh. It kept on struggling. But whatever, it was fine, it's fine. I settled at some point. And, shading. I don't know why I decided to shade the hair then. I usually save the shading towards the end. But I guess my mind was like, do the shading now just to see how it looked. So I guess that's why I did it. I also did the blue side, of course, making sure everything was shaded so I know if I was satisfied with the way the hair looked. And then adding the thicker parts of the hair, because that's what I normally do with my art style, because of course I'm going to do that. You know, for this narwhal, I'm going to make sure it looks decent. This fusion is straight up a narwhal. I'm honest. This, like, I don't know why, but my mind will always just be stuck thinking of that. Also, dude, everyone, horns. I love characters with horns. They're, like, I don't know why, something about horns is really cool, but whenever I have to draw horns, I struggle, like, so much. I try, like, here, my demon character that I mentioned before, their horns were, like, you know, like, when a goat, like, there's, like, a goat with, like, tiny horns? That's how I draw it. And then at some point, I tried learning how to draw curled horns. I couldn't for the life of me, and it made me sad, because curled horns are genuinely cool. But whatever, I kind of just, I don't know. But I did horns here, and I think they look decent, you know, I tried my best to make sure that it looked very similar. So, yeah, it was pretty alright. I also drew the things on the cheeks, the little blue things, because I was like, that looks kind of nice. I like that. The glint in the eyes, so the person doesn't look soulless. More horns. I like these tiny horns. They were adorable, but at the same time, for some reason, my brain was confused while putting them, because I was like, wait, are they supposed to be stacked on top of the hair? Or are they supposed to, like, be coming out of the head? Or, like, is it coming out of the head and it's just peeking through the hair oddly? Or, I don't know. It looks cool, but for some reason when I looked at it, I was like, huh. Shouldn't, like, the hair pieces be, like, flowing away from the horn? I don't know. Maybe it was just me being dumb. Because, like, either way, it still looks good. Also, I think Going had, like, bags under their eyes, so I tried to do that, but it looked a little awkward, in, like, maybe it was just my art style, so I just made it, like, they're still there, but it's just less noticeable. Like, it's just, like, you can see, like, the very tiny shade right there. So, yeah. Also, horns, I always struggle with horns, but, you know, at some point I got it somewhat down. Now I'm going to the clothing. This time I actually had an idea of what I wanted to do, kind of. Me, I'm always a sucker for chokers, turtlenecks, stuff like that, so of course I was, like, satisfied that they both had that, so I was like, yes, finally. Because I don't know what's up with me. I always, whenever I draw a character, I always want their neck to be covered, and I don't know why. But, you know, getting started, you know, doing the pop collar. I like the pop collar. It was nice. And then copying and paste on the other side, and then this part, the collarbones. Oh my god. I don't know why, but whenever I look at collarbones, my mind automatically goes a little sus, and I'm like, collarbones. Ignoring that, though, my mind always goes into weird angles, but I ignored that because I was like, frick myself, what the heck are you thinking? And then the torso with the hoodie. I always struggle with drawing hoodies. Like, I used to be decent at it in the past, but in the present, I'm like, it's okay now whenever I draw a hoodie, but it could be better. And then, you know, making sure to add the other details. Also, coloring. I couldn't, for the life of me, figure out what colors I wanted to use for the clothing. At some point, I settled, like, with the end product, it was, like, mixed with pink and blue. Because I was like, yeah, pink and blue. Really nice. Bubblegum, like I keep saying, cotton candy. You know, it's funny, whenever I go, like, there was, like, this restaurant that I used to go to a lot when I was younger. And, like, there was, like, days where they served either pink bubblegum or blue bubblegum. So, like, while drawing, I kept getting, like, that nostalgic feeling. It was funny. Anyways, fixing the hoodie again. Because obviously, at least I think that's a hoodie. Yeah. Anyways, I'm making it pink. Because, like, what does it look like pink? And I was like, okay, changing this stuff. Unicorn. T-shirt. Hoodie thing. I don't know. I don't know why, but when it comes to drawing cutesy, like, chibi things like this, I always struggle. Like, I tried my best to make it look adorable, but I felt like it looked off in the end. Because I couldn't figure out how to make it look cute. I mean, in the end, I think it looks okay. It's like, you know, it's tolerable to look at, but I kind of wish I knew how to make it better. But right now, this is what we're getting. I'm sorry. I tried my best, and I'm failing, but whatever. Art is always what you make it, and what I made it is into this, so hopefully it's adequate. Making sure I fix up any of the things, because I did, like, the mirroring thing. Made the eyes a little smaller, lowered the face, did the highlights things, you know, the star. And then also, I don't know why, but when the first time I drew the bandage, it looked awful, and I was like, dang it, what the frick, so I had to erase it, and I was like, you know, I'll save it for later. Went to drawing the tail. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't notice that the tail was like injured. I didn't notice there was stitches. I didn't notice that there was I think it was like a bite. I don't know what it was. I didn't notice it at first though. I was like, what the? Again, this is why I like doing the fusions, because I always end up noticing the things that I miss out when I just give a glance at the designs. So I'm glad I saw that. It was like, what? That's cool. And then doing the bandage semi correctly this time. And then shading the clothing, because you can't just leave the clothes by itself. You can't leave like the freaking hair shaded and everything else not shaded. That would be kind of weird. And also shading everything else now. See me getting to the face now. Woo! Man, I suck at commentary. And so me finishing up the shading, also doing the ear a little bit, and then the collarbone, and the strap, the thing, whatever it's called. Also, if I'm sure many of you noticed, there was like moments where I kept pausing while drawing. The reason why is because I was eating while drawing. I know it's probably not the best thing to do while being near a computer, but I was really hungry. It was like late at night, and I was like, it was like late in the evening, not like night. It was still, daytime. But I was like, I want to eat, man, because I didn't eat anything all day. I went to work, I came back home, and I immediately continued the drawing, because at some point I stopped and then I returned. And I wanted to finish it, of course. And I really gotta take better look at my health. Whatever. Also, that thing, it was gonna make the tail look a little more nice, but I couldn't, because my mind just kept failing. So I kind of was like, frick the tail. It looks decent as it is. So I went to doing like the wings, obviously. The wings are there. Making sure it looks okay. Copy and paste to the other side. Fix the tail. Erase everything I don't need. Oh my gosh, my voice. Sorry, I was about to burp. And then, yeah. I was also gonna draw like, you know how Going had like a unicorn on their head? I was like, hey, what if I did like a whale on the head instead? But in the end, I didn't quite like how it looked, which was like a little sad, because like it was a little cute. It was a cute little buddy, but I was like, I don't need it. So yeah, this is the final product. I hope it looks alright. I don't know. Goodbye.